Thank you for tuning in and welcome back. This is episode 2 of Tyneside to Europe, the series where we try to make Newcastle the champions of Europe. In this episode, we're bringing you 3 away games. We face Southampton, West Ham, and Arsenal away. As you can see there, we came away with really good, comfortable wins. Now, I have a confession to make. I already played those games. I didn't want to record everything, so I'm just going to show you the highlights of the goals and go over some of the statistics. As always, since you're here, I would really appreciate if you would hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow and encourages us to produce more similar content by letting us know that you're enjoying it. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get into the games. Our first game was away to West Ham. As you can see, we won pretty comfortably, registering 20 shots against the opposition with 2.25 goals expected. I'm just going to show you the goals quickly. We started off really well in the first 2 minutes of the game, where Bruno, with a sheer brilliance, just slammed into the bottom left corner of the goal, and he's away celebrating a fantastic goal. And then in the 26th minute, we got the second. Trippier with a lovely little ball to St. Maximin, who somehow manages to roll it past the goalkeeper. It just looks like a poor bit of goalkeeping to me. But yes, here we are. Great performance all around by the team. As you can see there, we were expected to get 2.25 goals as opposed to the opposition 0.39, and we registered 20 shots, and this is where the shots came from. Really good display. 13 were shots using the foot and 7 with the head, so a good mixture there. We're creating a lot of chances both in the air and on the field. Our next game was away to West Ham. By no means an easy opposition, but as you can see there, again, we dominated. It was pretty close this time, but we came away with the points we needed. And St. Maximin started us off there with a brilliant interception and slams into the top right corner. Great goal all around. We got another one in the 24th minute. We just played it through to Isaac, who squared it to Andreas, and he buried it into the bottom right corner, and we're 2-0 up, flying away into the stands celebrating. Just before half time, we got our third. It was Wilson getting an assist where Isaac absolutely dominates 3 West Ham players in the air. All 3 of them around him, and there's nothing they could do about that. In the 81st minute, we got our 4th goal. It was Wilson again combining with Isaac, squaring it into the back post, and Isaac taps it in for what is a pretty easy finish there. And West Ham did manage to get a goal in the 86th minute. Here is their goal. It was it just looks like an error from our defenders, but they get one back. But the game was done by then, and we knew we were taking the 3 points home with us. As you can see there, again, it was a really well-rounded performance. Again, Isaac coming away with 2 goals, but everyone seemed to turn up against West Ham, and here's our expected goals. Pretty good again, 1.97, so almost 2 goals expected, but we managed to get 4, so we'll take that. And as you can see there again, 17 shots, 10 with the feet and 5 with the head, so again creating lots of chances. Similar to our previous game. But then came the third game, the big one against Arsenal away. Patrice Vieira is actually in charge of them now, Arteta having left at the end of the last season. Not sure why he wasn't fired, but it was close, this one. In the last 20 minutes, Arsenal could have came away with something, but here are our goals. We started off incredibly well again. Wilson with the tap in the 17th minute. This was followed by another goal a minute later, where Isaac again absolutely dominates the defenders in the air, similar to what he did against West Ham. Arsenal managed to get one back in the 24th minute. Here is their goal. They knocked it about our penalty, our area, and then Saka managed to tap it in. Well worked goal. Not much we can do about that. But then we managed to get another one in the 31st minute, going into the 32nd. Isaac again, unbeatable in the air. He will be an absolute problem this season. That was a big win away to Arsenal, especially given that our expected goals was 0.94. But the tactics we use, which I'll put a link to right here, you can have a look at that. Will get you many goals, especially against the top teams. And again, we've got a lot of shots off. I'll just put that there for you guys to have a look at. 14 attempts, 3 goals, and we'll absolutely take it. Our next game is against Manchester City at home, and we're hoping that we can take our away form into that game with us and come away with the 3 points. It will be a tough game. They are looking pretty good. Just before we move on, I want to show you our team report following those first 3 games. As you can see there, we're looking really, really good. We have scored 3 goals per game on average, and we only conceded 0.67. We're managing to get 17 shots away per game, and our tackles one ratio and our pass completion ratio looking really good there too. So fantastic start to the season. Building on from the winning the Premier League last season, so just what we expected, given the fact that we have strengthened and have brought in some great signings. If you are interested in this tactic, please click the link on your screen right now to have a look at that video where I break it down. Just before we wrap up today's episode, I just want to have a look at Manchester City and how they've done in the first 3 games of the season. So let's have a look at their schedule. So they've had Everton away in their first game, which they won 2-1. They beat Brighton away 3-1, and they've also beaten Burnley at home 3-0. Burnley having just been promoted, so good start for them too. But I'm hoping we can put an end to that. And this is what the league table currently looks like. Um, we're joint top with Liverpool and Man City. So really good start. And yes, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you, and I'll see you for episode 3.